So we're going to continue on from Revit 2019 Demo 7 into Revit 2019 Demo 8. So we're going to select Revit 2019 Demo 7. We're going to go into Floor Plan Level 1. We're going to try Furniture first. So this is about furnitures, fixtures, and viewing in Revit. So we're going to start with Furniture. We're going to go to Architecture, Component, Place a Component, Load Family, Furniture. So we want to go up a folder to Furniture. Beds, Bed Standard, Open, and you're going to look at the properties. Notice you have 4 types of beds. You have a double, a king, a queen, and a twin. We'll talk more about these types later. For now, let's place a king-size bed in that 15-foot wide area against the north wall. And you can hit the space bar to rotate this bed. We're going to go ahead and place the bed somewhere in this room. In this particular example, we'll go ahead and put it here. And then we're going to go back and load some more families. So we're going to go back to Furniture, and you'll look in here and you'll notice that you have seating, storage, tables, mirrors, TVs, and a TV stand. You want to fill the room with furniture, a desk, a TV. So we'll go ahead and load a TV in. Flat screen, a dresser, a sofa, and then the rest is really up to you. Just populate the room so that all 4 walls have furniture adjacent. So you'll want 4 total walls of furniture. Now, because this isn't a flat screen panel that actually doesn't have a base, I'll need a TV stand for it. But I can go in and actually load a few more. So I can go in and load the TV stand. I can go in and load the seating and find a sofa. And then I can load another family and go back and load, let's see, a desk, which we already have preloaded. But you could hit storage. Look in here and see if you see anything. I see a dresser. Let's just do a dresser. So we'll go ahead and place the dresser. We're placing this one here. Hit escape twice. View 3D. Kind of rotate around. I'm going to kind of show you a section box real quick. So if I hit a section box, it's going to show this. I can select the section box and drag the wall, or drag that section box so that it cuts through the actual building. So I can see that it's slicing through the building, and I can kind of see that I set that correctly. Now I can undo the way that I just did that by hitting Control Z, and then I can section box down. So I can go just below the ceiling and then zoom in using the Control key and my middle mouse button. And then you'll notice that I now have a dresser in there. I can move this in 3D as well. I can assign the dimensions here and assign the dimensions here. In the past, you weren't able to do that. You always had to use a view to do it. So you'll just want to make sure you give things enough space and populate that room. You can pick the roof as well. So rather than doing a section box, we can hide the section box. You can pick the roof and hit VH. You can also pick the ceilings and hit VH. It's View Hide. You're going to use the Orbit tool, which is going to be the Shift middle mouse button, to view the room. So it's another way to view that room. We're going to pick the furniture piece and hit the space bar. And you'll notice that as you spacebar, it's going to rotate around that room. You want to go back to Floor Plan Level 1. Move the furniture as needed, and then back to 3D. You go back to 3D. Go ahead and hit VV. This opens up visibility graphic overrides for the 3D view. You want to check ceilings and check roofs. You're going to go ahead and click Apply OK. There will be a lot more to come for more 3D objects, but for now, and for visualization, but for now, those are just a few brief tips. So where do I find all these cool 3D objects? Using the same process as the furniture, here's the locations, or here are the locations of some common objects. So Revit is giving partial cabinets and countertops not as casework. So what you can do is you can actually come in to insert load family, and you can kind of scroll through and see different elements. So casework, you have countertops that are separate, and you can select one and kind of view through and see the 3D view of it. You can go back and you can kind of go through base cabinets, and you can select what cabinets you want. So setting out a kitchen becomes very simple. Kitchen and bath cabinets, you can grab a component, place a component, and load the family as casework. So we're going to hit cancel here. We're going to go back into architecture, component, place a component, load family, casework. US Imperial, casework. Inside of casework, you have all of these options to explore. For plumbing fixtures, you can go up a category and select plumbing, architectural fixtures. In here, you're going to find urinals, water closets, which are toilets, and load in toilets. You can do this for specialty equipment as well. So you can go in and go up a folder, go back to your categories. This is your list of Imperial categories. Specialty equipment, domestic. You have kitchenettes, small kitchenettes, mid-range, and you can kind of click through and see different items that are included within Revit. So you've got some pretty decent refrigerators, some washer and dryers, washer front load, and washer top loads. We also have lighting fixtures such as lamps, ceiling lights, sconces, spotlights, etc. We have openings such as cased elliptical and wall openings. We have electrical fixtures, panels, outlets, and switches, sustainable design, bike racks, solar panel, light shelf, recycle bin. So you can kind of explore the US Imperial Library. There's also some other alternatives. So rather than loading them in from the Imperial Content Library, there's a few website locations that you can go to. You can actually go to www.revit2019demo8.com, and inside of Revit City you can register for an account, and they have a series of different downloads, and you can find all sorts of things that are assigned to the master format. We'll go over master format a little bit later. You must join in order to download the families, so to save valuable lab time you could download families at home and then bring them to class on a USB drive. You do not need Revit at home to access Revit City. For Autodesk Seek, this is another website. You can go to seek.autodesk.com, and on Seek there's a bunch of free content. You can insert and load family. You can also search. So Seek, or Autodesk Seek, has been turned into BIM object, so you can search here. Inside of Revit there used to be an insert, load family, and then a search bar next to here, but there doesn't appear to be anymore. It looks like they've removed Seek. So just know that you have BIM object. So we're going to get back to controlling what you can see. Revit allows you to hide objects and categories. You can hide them so that you don't print, or just temporarily to see other things. You can hide a single object without hiding all of the same type of objects, and you can make objects transparent. Place your 3D view on a sheet. Title 3D views on sheet number A901. So we're going to create a new sheet, D-size sheet, A901, making sure caps is on, and we're going to call this 3D views. 3D views. We want to make sure that we're in a 3D view, so we're going to go View, 3D, and I'm going to show you a temporary hide. Let's say you want to hide a roof portion, not all of the roofs in the 3D view, so that you can see the ceilings below it. Select the roof to hide, so you're going to select this roof. You're going to use the sunglasses, and you're going to hide element. You're going to pick the ceiling toward the east, and you can view the north, east, southwest up here on the view cube. And you're going to hide that element as well. So sunglasses, hide element. Pick the left window on the east wall, this one, and hide that as well. Hide element. See the cyan box that's around this window, this temporary hide isolate? Sunglasses can also reset that. So you can actually reset your temporary hide isolate. Everything's back that you hid. So basically the sunglasses hide stuff temporarily so that you can pick a bunch of different objects and temporarily hide them. Then turn them back on with one reset temporary hide. Hiding an object permanently, let's say you want to hide some of the same roof sections in the 3D view so that you can see the ceilings below it, but not all the roofs, you can select the roof to hide. So you can select the roof, right click, hide in view, elements, and then down below you'll notice the light bulb. The light bulb reveals the hidden elements. So see the red box? All red objects are hidden in this view. The analytical nodes, you can leave them alone. That's what these are down below. Select the red roof, and you can select the unhide element button at the top or hit EU as the shortcut. And then the roof should be back. So you'll want to hit the light bulb one more time, and then the roof is back. The light bulb allows you to turn off individual elements without turning off the whole category. You can only turn them back on with the light bulb. VV does not work. Let's say you want to freeze the entire roof and the ceilings in the view. Go to the 3D view, which we're already in, and we're going to go check our properties, hit the Visibilities Graphics Override, which is right here, which is the same as typing VV, and we're going to click Edit. We're going to uncheck Roof and uncheck Ceilings and hit OK. And you'll notice that those are hidden. Go back to floor level 2 and look at it. So we're going to go to floor level 2. It's not hidden. Do the same with ceiling level 1. So we're going to go to ceiling level 1. It's not hidden. Do the same with site. So we're going to go to the site plan. It's not hidden. Notice the roof and ceiling are only frozen in the 3D view where we turned it off. Revit freezing is view specific. So we want to pick on the building section sheet A601 and notice what's in the garage. Everything is linked to the building model. Go back into the 3D view, turn on the roof and ceiling back on. So we're going to go to 3D view and hit VV. We're going to go type R after we select the line, highlight roofs, and then we're going to highlight ceilings. Hit apply, OK. Everything is linked in the building model. And you notice that what was in the garage was also linked. To hide a type of object in a view, use the VH shortcut, view hide. We did this a little bit earlier, but just to refresh your memory, you can hit VH, and that's hiding categories. We're going to create some more sections, so flipping the section. We're going to go to floor plan level 1, pick on the section arrow. So we're going to pick on this section arrow, and we're going to right click and flip the section. See the double blue flip arrows? Pick them and you get the same effect. So you can flip these as well. We want to break the section lines. So we can actually hit this little gaps in segments and break the section lines out so that it doesn't obscure the sketch or obscure your drawing. Select on a building section line. See the little blue Z in the center? That's what was there. Pass your mouse over it and see the gaps in sections. That's what this guy is. We want to left click on the Z so that they break the sections into two parts, and you can drag the blue drops or the dots just like we did and grips to show the part of the section line you want. Want to join the section line into it again? You can select the line again and highlight that button and they join again. Note, you can only go as far as the crop region boundary or green lines on the split section. So you can only drag these as far. Actually, you can go further. I just recommend keeping them within the wall so that it's very clear. Changing the section head tail, I showed you a little bit briefly, but you can actually turn these to change them. Once you see the blue circle with the arrows near the section marker, you can pass your mouse over to see cycle section head and pick on it. and you can pick on it over and over again, and you are toggling between 3 different appearances: no line, thick line, and arrow. Repeat for the tail on the other end of the section. It's the same thing. You've learned how to find components in the program and via external websites and control the visibility of objects in the view. Go ahead and save this as revit2019demo8. Save as project revit2019demo8. Save.